In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your APIs for the Google nodes inside of N8N, as well as fix some problems and errors that we've been having since the April update. Alright, so at this point in your workflow, you are going to notice that you need to set up some credentials for the different Google tools that you're looking to use. So some examples here are the Google Contacts tool, the Google Drive tool, Google Sheets, Gmail, any of the Google tools that you want to use. You need to set up a credential, and the way we're going to do that is going through Google Cloud Platform. So let's get started here. We can create a credential for each of the different tools, and you see that we need a client ID and a client secret. And the issue that I had today, and I see a lot of people are having, is needing to fill out the authorization URL and access token. And I only started having this issue today, and that is something we can fix just with some text that we input, but we'll get into that after. Most of you might not see this, and you will only see the client ID and the client secret, and we'll go through that as well. And so I just wanted to list out this problem that we will be going through because I actually started to have it today as well. So what you need to do for this is you need to fill out these credentials here. So you're going to come to Google Cloud Platform. All right, and then we're going to need to start a new project, and we're going to name this project YouTube video number 2. So you'll create a new project, and then we'll wait for this project to create for us here. We're going to select this project. Select this project. Okay, there we go. You see on the top left, YouTube video 2, and that's the one we're going to select. So whatever project you create, just make sure it's up here in the top left, okay? And from here, we're going to come to APIs and services and go down to the OAuth consent screen, okay? Now, everywhere you go here, you can't access anything because we actually need to fill this out first. So we'll click Get Started. We're going to create an app name, and we'll name this N8N Google Cloud Platform. And then you'll enter in your email address here, as well as we're going to select external, okay, because we're adding an external browser and app to Google Cloud Platform. So we'll go external, and then from here you'll also enter in your email address. We'll go finish, agree to Google API services, and continue, and we'll create it. Now from here, we're going to go to audience, and we're going to come down and add ourselves as a test user. And if we don't do this, we won't be able to access any of our Google Calendar, Drive, things like that. So we need to add in our email address, add ourselves in as a user, and then from here, we are going to actually add in the different API keys that we want to use. So if we come back to our N8N workflow, you will see that we have the Google Drive, the Sheets, and the Gmail. So let's just do these 3 right here. So we'll get the Google Drive first. So we'll go APIs and services, enable APIs and services, and then we will search for Drive. Okay, and for this one, it is actually the Google Drive API, the enterprise API that we use here. Then we'll go enable, wait for this to enable, and then we will move on to Gmail. Okay, so we have the Google Drive enabled. Now next we're going to do the Gmail. So we'll click this again, enable APIs and services, and we will go Gmail, Gmail API, and we'll enable the Gmail API, and after this we will do the same for the Google Sheets. Okay guys, so the Gmail API was enabled for us, and we're going to do the Google Sheets next. Same thing here, Google Sheets, click on that and enable the Google Sheets API. And now that we have all those, we're going to go over to the credentials here. We'll come to APIs and services again, go to credentials, And now we're going to actually create an OAuth client ID, okay, which is exactly what we want to do right here. See, OAuth 2 recommended, and we're going to actually get the client ID and client secret for this. All right. So from here, we'll go back. Application type will be web application. We'll just name this N8N GCP. And now we'll need to add a authorized redirect URL. So we'll add this, and then we need to pull this from N8N. So we'll bring that over, copied into the redirect, create. And now we're going to get our client ID and our client secret. So we are going to copy over the client ID, and we'll enter that, get our client secret, and we will enter this right here. All right. And so from here, usually you'd be able to save just with that, with your client ID and client secret, but today I'm having this issue of having to add in a authorization URL and access token. So what I did is I asked Claude, and it told me about the April update, and so a little far behind here, although it just hit me today. So what you need to do for the access token URL is come over and add in this bit of text here, and I asked Claude about the update in April, and it gave me a bunch of different sources and told me all about it and gave me the text for it. So you can do that too. I'll be posting this text within my Skool, or you could just copy it and write it out, and it'll be done for you. So access token URL. There we go. I had it wrong there. So we'll save that, and then now we'll sign in with Google. All right, so I'll sign into my email. Go continue, and then you're going to select all and allow everything from the just so we can access the Google account. Connection successful, and then that is how you set up your Google Drive. So if you come to our Google Drive now, you'll see I have a whole bunch of documents that are all in my drive that I have access to. So we know that this worked. So select this so it's not red anymore, and we'll move on to Gmail. So the easiest way to do this is to just keep this OAuth client up and running. If you close this, you won't have access to it, and you're going to have to create another one, and it's a bit of a pain. So keep this up for now, and we'll move on to Gmail. We'll create new credential again. We'll add in our client ID, and we'll add in the client secret. So that's done, and then we'll just minimize this, copy over this authorization URL again. And from you guys, it is pretty much the same thing for the other tool. And so we're going to save this now and sign in with Google. I'll just make this full screen so you guys can see. So sign in, continue, and select what hosting or cloud can access, and we will select all. Okay, so we will close this now, and now we have access to the Gmail. All right, let's go to Google Sheets and do this one. Same thing, create new credential. Same thing over and over. Client ID and client secret. All right. And we'll copy that text over from Claude for the authorization URL and the access token URL. Okay. And then there you go. We just got to sign in. This is what the OAuth 2 is all about. Just signing into Google here. Same thing. Allows access. Okay. Close this, and then now we will have access to all of our different tools. So in our Google Sheets, now I have access to all of my sheets here. So we know that's confirmed. All right. And we'll select sheet 1. That's not in the red anymore. And then the Gmail, you can't really see anything here. Just know that it is connected. By the way, guys, I just started up a free school called the AI Automation Club, where we are always engaging in AI, and where you can also access the text from today's video for the authentication, which would be right here. I'll link that in the classroom below. And it's still a free community, guys, and if you want to learn more about AI and have access to all my templates, then I'd appreciate it if you join, and I will see you guys in the club. Guys, that is how you connect your APIs to the Google nodes inside of N8N. If you like this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.